I'll talk about layer mask in Photoshop. First, I will use this photo here. Currently, the bottom layer has the blue color background and top has this model picture. Based on that one, if you use the beta version's contextual taskbar, even you can remove background from the current layer. If you do, it automatically creates this layer mask and shows this blue bottom layer here. So over here, this is called layer mask that is connected to this current layer only through the white area of this layer mask. We can see the current layer. All the black area will be hidden from the black area. This is called layer mask. So if you move that on to somewhere, as you see, that one moves together, layer mask and the image will move together. But if you unlock it, or you can move the image and the layer mask separately. So after you move it, you can lock it as well. For now, by default, the layer mask is locked to the current image. And we'll talk about vector mask. So I'll just close this one now. I'll open this folder here. So I'll use this image here. As you see, we have this image. So if you don't need this dialog box, you can go to Window. You can actually uncheck on contextual taskbar as well. And make it a bit bigger, or double click this hand tool. So currently it's the screen has this whole image on this web workspace. And over here, we can use a shape pass over here using this one. I'll use ellipse tool. I'll use ellipse tool and I'll just draw it, okay? But that one should be pass. Okay, I'll just draw it. Perfect circle on top here. And after that, we can use this layer mask. If you do, you can see that that one shows nothing. But if you press Control or Command on your Mac and press this, it actually creates vector mask. Vector mask. Okay, so this is how you use vector mask. Whenever you press this one, just using your mouse, it doesn't do anything. But if you click and hold the Control key or Command key on Mac, if you click this layer mask icon, it'll create vector mask. Vector mask. So what if you do, instead of pass, you do shape? We'll see what happens then. Okay, if you do, then go here. So that doesn't do anything because that one is a shape. Actually, it doesn't do anything. So please use path and draw it. And after that, by pressing Command or Control key, just click this icon. And after that, if you unlock it, you can move the pictures over there too. If you lock it, they'll move together. This is called vector mask. So we'll talk about clipping mask now, clipping mask. Okay, so clipping mask, I'll just open this image here. So we'll investigate the layers here. So I'll just grab the layers panel only and show this layers panel. And you can see that this one has a shape and this one has a image here as well. Okay, for now, I'll just show all the images, see what happens. It looks like this, okay, for now. Okay. For here, for example, we have a shape here underneath, and we have an image. Then if you press Alt on Windows and Option on Mac, just click between the shape and the image. So image is on top and the shape is at the bottom layer. If you click it, it'll flip the image to the shape. So same story here. In between the shape and the image, click. But you need to press Alt key, Option key on Mac. Same story here. Just the line in between shape and the image, excuse me, just click that. Now they're all clipped together. They're all clipped together. So it's called clipping mask, clipping mask. Okay, and I'll just close it as well now. And I will explain about the multiple clipping mask, multiple shapes, okay, in several layers. I will just show you that one as well. Okay, so we have this image here. And after that, I will create some shapes over there. I'll create some shapes. For now, I will use this rectangle over here. One. But I will use shape like this. Doesn't matter about the color, the fill color. Oh, I don't need to lock the width and height. Okay, like this. And after that, I'll just copy and paste. Option key or Alt key will do this. Okay, now we have 4 shapes here. I will actually bring all this shape below this layer. And after that, if you use this clipping mask, it'll be clipped only to the bottom layer here. But if you want to do for the whole layer, you can group all the shape layers. So select them all by pressing Shift key and click the first layer on top and the bottom layer at the bottom. They're all selected together, and press Ctrl G or Command G will be grouped. Then just click Alt key, Option key, and click the layer in between this group and the image on top. Then will be clipped using the clipping mask. And after that, you can move the position of the rectangle like so. And also you can move the image as well if you want. But if you lock it, only you will move the shape. And also if you create a new layer here, you can put it at the bottom. Even you can actually paint with something different background over there, over here, or that inside the group, okay? For example, that one should be at the bottom, outside of the group, then it will look like this one. This is how you use clipping mask for multiple shapes in several layers. And I will explain about Smart Object. The Smart Object, I will use this file here. I'll use two files. I'll open it. And after that, I'll move this butterfly to this. And you can see that that is rasterized. So if you just copy that over here, those are all rasterized. But if you change the top one as smart object, now it has a different icon on top of this layer thumbnail. Now, at the same time, select them all and shrink everything like this. And after that, resize it again, much bigger size again, more. If you do, see what happens. As you see, the smart object one is sharp, but that one is very blurry. So if you do it just one more time, you'll see the difference. You'll see the difference, this one and this one. Make it small. And make it bigger again, and you'll see the difference clearly. See, you can see the smart object still keep the high resolution of this butterfly, but that one, if you zoom in, you'll see clearly. As you see, the normal rasterized layer is very blurry, but that one with the smart object is very clean. And also at the same time, if you just copy the smart object here, and again, even though you make the size smaller, and when you rotate it, okay, suppose that even you can rotate that on, right, like so. See what happens. So click one of them, because we use that on over here. So anything, just double click. If you use this adjustment layer, even you can change the hue here, then see what happens then. If you change the hue, probably a bit reddish, and after that, this current smart object has an extension of name of PSP. If you just close it, save it, see what happens. All the three instances, they change their colors at the same time too. So this is very useful whenever you have smart object. You can just change one of the smart object will change all the instances at the same time. This is the power of smart object. And also I will explain about layer style. For example, I have this layer here, but if you go to layer style, that is this one over here, adjustment layer. You can see that even you can go to gradient, pattern, you can do anything over here. So, for example, sorry, I need to go there to do the blending options, not that one. Blending options, if you go there, you can see that there are lots of blending options. And you can do the drop shadow here. Even you can change the opacity higher. And you see the drop shadow showing over there. Even you can change the color if you want. Even you can do bevel and emboss. Even contour, you can actually change the even size and the depths, whatever, you can do it here. This is called layer style. So layer style is right here under FX icon, and you can change from blending options or individually over here. or even outer glow. You can change the outer glow color or solid color or gradient over here. For example, reddish. Anything you can do. Even opacity, you can change it. You can see it'll show the difference. Even noise, even the size, like so. So those are several actually functions inside Photoshop, starting from layer mask, vector mask, flipping mask for multiple shapes in several layers, smart object, and layer style.